The Great Nut Heist, the tale of the squirrel and the ant. Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, there lived a cheerful squirrel in a big tree. The squirrel's favorite food was nuts. Every day it would leap from branch to branch, gathering nuts and carefully storing them in a hollow inside the tree. One morning, the squirrel craved some nuts. It opened its storage but was shocked to find most of the nuts gone. "Who took my nuts?" it wondered in disbelief. The squirrel ran frantically through the forest, asking everyone, "Rabbit friend, did you take my nuts?" "No, squirrel. I prefer carrots," said the rabbit. Finally, the squirrel found tiny nut tracks near the roots of a tree. It quietly followed the trail and discovered an ant busily carrying the nuts to its nest. The squirrel frowned and shouted, "Hey, ant! Those nuts are mine. Why did you take them without asking?" The ant, feeling embarrassed, replied, "I'm sorry, squirrel. Winter is coming, and I needed food. I think I took more than I should have." At that moment, a cheerful grasshopper happened to hop by. Seeing the situation, the grasshopper approached and kindly said to the ant, "Ant friend, we all need to respect each other in the forest. If you needed food, why didn't you just ask Squirrel?" The ant lowered its head and admitted, "You're right, grasshopper. I promise I'll never take anything without permission again." The squirrel thought for a moment and then smiled. "All right, ant, but if you ever need food, just come to me. We can gather it together." The ant was delighted and thanked the squirrel. "I promise to always be fair from now on." From that day on, the ant never took anyone's food without permission. The squirrel and the ant became good friends and lived happily in the forest. And 3 apples fell from the sky, one for the squirrel, one for the ant, and one for you, dear children, listening to this tale.